Yo, what's going on, you guys? I just recorded this video, but it was very long, so I'm gonna try to shorten it up and simplify it. So I'm ranking all of the Titan Crystal champions, all the ones right here, just based on overall how good they are, and we're gonna get right into it. This is my opinion. A lot of these champions I haven't used that much, like Bastion or Cassandra, Karolina, Maker, a high evolutionary, Nico. But yeah, this is gonna be my list. Feel free to discuss with me in the comments. And this is just based on how well they do their role and just overall as a champion. So starting at number 18, because there are 18 champions in this following or in this coming Titan Crystal. I'm gonna go with here. Let me find, there he is. Okay, I'm gonna go with Joaquin Torres, Falcon. He's good. He has a lot of good utility, honestly, with the slow and debilitate, but he just needs an overall tune-up. He just, for what he has in his kit, he just doesn't work as well as he needs to, and he'll get a buff. But right now I got him at number 18. Just not much going for him, but none of these champions are bad, honestly. They just don't do as well at their roles as they could or should. So above him, I got Spider-Man Supreme. Obviously, feel free to talk to me in the comments. You know, you can disagree with what I say. A lot of you will probably disagree, but this guy has worked pretty well. I've tested him out a little bit. He has some good, he has like good utility, good defense. He has good defense at times, although he can be melted down on defense. He just has good utility with like power, some power gain, miss. I don't know. I mean, he has some good stuff. I haven't used him that much, but I just think that he's a more solid champion than Joaquin Torres. I just think that he does better at his job. And I've seen some clips, but he's not that great of a champion, but I think he's just better than Falcon, Joaquin Torres. But yeah, some of these are interchangeable because it's hard to put this list together. So next up we got Gentle. He does really good at his job, which is like fighting Bullseye, but he has recoil, which sucks. He works good on defense. I just feel like the champions above him are more solid overall and have better and like more versatile kits for other fights. But by no means is Gentle bad. I just don't think that he is as good as these next champions. It's that simple. Like, he inflicts fear in a special one. Okay, there are other champions that inflict fears in like a better way. It is passive, which is nice, but there's just other champions that utilize like these abilities better or just differently, and I like it more than the way Gentle uses it. But he's still a good champion. I still like Gentle. He's still a good champion. Just gotta put him at number 16 because it's kind of hard to rank these champions. You guys gotta know that. So number 15, I got Galan. He has a lot of buffs. Obviously, he can be countered on defense, but his harvest is pretty crazy on defense. He has some great immunities right here, and he just overall is a better kit. Honestly, I'd rather use Galan, and I'd rather get Galan as a champion if I didn't have him than Gentle. And I just think that, yeah, I just think that there's more to his kit. There's more thought put into his kit. He's just a better champion overall. I don't really gotta explain it that much. I don't gotta explain myself to the death, but I just think that Galan is a better champion. That simple. More to his kit, more versatile, can dominate fights better, I would say. All right, number 14, I got Cyclops. So this guy can be interchangeable with this next champion, but Cyclops does so much damage. His ramp is very quick. Honestly, you don't have to ramp him up that much. I love this guy. but he doesn't have like really any immunities. Adrenaline's not that great. His true focus is really good though. So his main thing is true focus, crits, and prowess. He's very good at what he does, like very good. And I love this guy for his like CGR damage, honestly. I want to rank him up more, but on this list, he's gonna stay at number 14 because he just doesn't have as much. He's not as versatile in his kit for all sorts of fights, but he works very well for most fights. I really like Cyclops, but I think that Dazzler is better than him. She has like nullify immunity, which is nice. She just has more to her kit. She has falter. She has unblockable resonance, which is like what is that? You know what I'm saying? Like no one's immune to that or whatever. And she has a lot of burst damage, which is better than crit damage, I'd say. And yeah, I just think she's more versatile, has more to her kit. She might not do as much damage like in the short term, but I just think that she's a better champion overall. However, Cyclops does do better at his job than she does because they both have the same job, which is like damage dealing. I think Cyclops is better, but overall Dazzler is a safer option. So where are we at? Number 12. I'm sorry. I got Arnim Zola. He has good immunities. I think there are better champions on offense. He was close to a two-way champion, but he's more of a defender than attacker. I think two-way, let me say it right. Two-way champions like dominate the game, and I think that's who I like the most. I ranked up Anti-Venom, which is not really a two-way champion, but Anti-Venom is very unique. I love him. But I just think that two-way champions are very good. However, this guy is mainly a defender. His offense is too hard to execute on a majority of fights. But he is still very good. I still like him a lot. He has poison bleed immunity. I just think that he's the defender. His defense is good, but he can be countered, honestly, pretty easily with certain champions. He's not a bad champion, but he's going to be number 12. However, I don't know about this champion that's at number 11 because I don't have him. I've never pulled him, never used him. I've seen him. He's been pretty underrated. I got the Maker. So he has all these abilities, but I don't know. He seems like he's been a bit underwhelming on release. He got a weird like butt shape. I don't know what's going on here. The hell? All right. He's a great champion abilities wise, but I have faith in his long term. I think he's gonna age really well in the long term. He has plasma damage, which is like no one's immune to plasma. He has good defense with the evades and the mines and all that. He has reverse controls and neuroshock immunity, which is really good for the long term because neuroshock is a big thing nowadays. And reverse controls might become a bigger thing, which I hate. But yeah, I think he's going to age like fine wine or decent wine. But yeah, I got him at number 11, a safe spot for him. I think he's going to age pretty well. And I might be one of those guys that unironically uses him. I don't know. The plasma mine thing is kind of annoying for me personally, but I still might use him. So yeah, number 11, pretty solid. I think I'd say he's probably a bit underrated. All right, number 10. So number 10, Bastion. He does well at his job, but he has no defense. He has great pursuit. That's amazing. Disintegrations are amazing. Fury is amazing. These three abilities are his main thing, and he does really well with them. Pursuit's great. Disintegration, he has really good disintegration damage. He's very simple as a champion, and his furies are honestly pretty big. He also has some decent immunities here. And he has a pretty unique kit. I just think that he's an attacker, not a two-way champion, but he's very solid at number 10. I would like to pull him. I just think that these next champions are more versatile and just a more hard counter for certain matchups, and I think they're just overall, maybe not overall better, because this is kind of, you can say these champions are interchangeable, because at number 9 I got Okoye. So you could say Bastion is better than Okoye, and I wouldn't get mad, but Okoye counters Bullseye. She counters so many science champions, and Bullseye is a skill champion. I don't know if she counters like Yelena or whatever, but she just works really well with all of her bleeds. She can counter immunities with her bleeds and shocks and precisions. Her ensnare is super good for annoying defenders, and she overall is just an absolute nuke, honestly. Yeah, I just think that she's a better champion than Bullseye, probably overall. But I mean, I say Bullseye, I meant Bastion. But yeah, they can be interchangeable. Bastion and Okoye are very good champions. It's hard to rank these champions. So yeah, they're right next to each other though. You know, number 9, number 10, very close. And same with this next champion. So Zemo, I would rather use Okoye in certain matchups, but Zemo has, his kit is more solid. All right, there's more thought put into his kit. He has big disorients. His decelerates are big. His root is big. His cleanse is big. He has a lot. His bleeds are massive, and he has furies, which can be massive. I just think that his abilities are more utilized better, and he's overall a better champion. Although people like me honestly won't use him for certain matchups that he can be used for. I think that, you know, don't sleep on Zemo. So I'll put him at number 8. Don't sleep on him. Next up, I got High Evolutionary. He has good defense and decent offense. Almost a two-way champion, but his defense outweighs his offense. He has a lot of interesting abilities, a lot of interesting, you know, saying immunities, which is pretty good right here. Combo detonation, reverse controls. He has some pretty good defense, but his offense kind of lacks. I got him at number 7. Yeah, I just think he's a very good champion on defense, but I don't know. It's wishy-washy. It depends on the matchups he's put in, honestly. He's not an overall, like, he can't just like do any sort of matchup. However, since he has so many interesting abilities, I think that he deserves a higher spot because he can work better for a majority of matchups than champions like Bastion. I feel like I don't know. Bastion's interesting. I don't know. All right, number 6. So also, then again, hold on, I haven't like used High Evolutionary. That's why I'm a bit like, and same with Bastion, I haven't used them that much. That's why I'm a little confused on like where to place them. So just something to talk about right there. All right, number 6, I have Jean Grey. I haven't used her that much either, but I do know she's like a two-way champion. She has delirium, so reverse controls, which is good on defense. Force field, which is good on defense and offense, and neuroshocks, which are good on defense and offense. And her burst damage is very good on offense. So she's more simpler. She has some immunities here, which are decent, but yeah, she's overall a solid two-way champion. I think that she's better for a majority of matchups than champions like High Evolutionary. All right, next up, you can interchange these two. Okay, so next up I got Cassandra Nova, and she works well for matchups like Nick Fury, but her and Jean Grey can be swapped, you know, interchangeable, because they basically do the same thing with the neuroshocks and everything. However, I put Cassandra at number 5 because she has like Daunted, Fear, Regen. I just think that I just think that Cassandra's Nova's abilities are more solid. Although she has, like, you know, if someone's filled with abilities, it could be a good or a bad thing. I just think that Cassandra has so many abilities, but they are set up pretty well. I don't know, you can interchange her with Jean Grey in certain matchups that kind of do the same thing, but I think that Cassandra will be used more for a majority of matchups, and I'd rather have Cassandra over Jean Grey. Then again, I haven't used Cassandra that much, just like as a 3-star, you know. I've seen all these champions, but it is what it is. All right, number 3, I got Karolina. She's very good on offense. She's an absolute beast. She has some decent defense with her glance, but I think that her offense is insane. So she's got to be at number 3 or at least top 5. Very good offense. She has some decent defense, but she's an absolute nuke. Yeah, nothing really much else to say. She's an absolute nuke. Her model looks a little bit weird. Like they didn't really do her shirt or whatever, like her clothes. Actually, this looks nice, but like, I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit rushed, but yeah, she's a very good champion nonetheless. All right. And yeah, she's just an absolute nuke, guys. Like, come on, she's an absolute nuke, and I feel like she actually does work pretty well on defense. All right, number 2, I gotta have Spider-Woman. She has crazy evades on defense. Her power stings. So like, look, evade, good on defense and offense. Power sting, defense and offense. Shock, defense and offense. Furies, defense and offense. And she's immune to poison, neutralize, and power steal. She is a GOAT. She's an absolute like beast of a champion. I feel like I don't use her that much because like she's so good that I just want to use other champions like Anti-Venom. I don't know. She's just such a good champion. She deserves like this top 3 spot, but I have her at number 2. So she definitely deserves that spot. She's such a good champion, bro. I don't know what to say. Her abilities are nuts. All right. Number 1 has to be, let me just show you, Nico Minoru. She has crazy immunities down here. It's based on like her spells, but also she had buff immunity. She has halt, which is like, what is it, grit basically, I think. She has invisibility and she inflicts poisons. She's like, I don't know what to say. She's like if Enchantress was a 2A champion, I guess, without all of the abilities and spells and BS. Nico is such a good champion. She just works so well for like all the matchups. I've used her a little bit. She's got to be number 1. I don't know. She just seems crazy. Her abilities are insane. She's gonna age very well. Yeah, there's too much to say. I just got her at number 1. So that's gonna do it for my list. Try to shorten down the video. It's hard to go through all 18 of these champions. I roughly went at a 1 minute per champion pace based on this video, 19 minutes. So yeah, pretty good. That's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know your comments, your thoughts in the comment section. I'm a bit busy, but I'll get some videos out within the next week. There will be the Titan Crystal, and honestly, I'm thinking about dropping like a Clash Royale video or some sort of video like that any day now, because I'm trying to expand my content. Not doing too great right now on my videos, so any likes, comments, subscriptions, you know what I'm saying, all that would be very much appreciated. Streams will be coming, but school is tough, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta lock in. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys for all your support. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all very soon.